Welcome to Xbox Corner, my name is Alex. Today we're taking a look at all of the games that are leaving Game Pass come at the end of August, and sadly this one, it's a big older list. It's going to be 10 games with some serious quality packed in there, so that's also going to be disappointing to see. So with that luck, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, Game Pass breakdowns weekly, and let's get started. It's going to be a little quickfire given the number of games that are leaving today, and look to the top left of the screen as always for a breakdown of how long each game takes to beat, including a completion time for all achievements. As well as that, I'll be featuring the platforms it will be leaving as well. That way you can at least see if you've got time to fit it into the schedule before its departure. World War C then first, a fantastic third-person shooter that has gone from strength to strength since launch, including a sizable paid expansion. The gameplay here, though simple enough, travel the globe, take on the role of different characters, and then take down what is waves of aggressive zombies. It's everything here from shopping mall locations to protecting transport through city streets. It mostly for me though delivers here thanks to its incredible zombies that the series is known for. They sprint and they work together to climb. It makes for something that's incredibly intense throughout. To beat the main story though, it is reasonable, so it may be worth a look. What Remains of Edith, Finch, then I urge you to check out if you haven't already. It's short, making it an easy playthrough before the 31st of the month, and as narrative-based adventures go, I think it's one of the very best out there. Yes, it is a walking sim for the most part, and we'll be embodying these different characters. It's just intriguing though. You're investigating this family home, basically figuring out why you're the last one left alive, and honestly, just incredible stuff. Signs of the Sojourner then is another one for an acquired taste, but it's narrative mixed with card deck gameplay that determines your interactions with those around you. It's not a difficult game, this one, so don't be too concerned with that, and it's also then another short one. The idea though, you're basically reflecting on your life, meeting new characters, going on a journey to shape relationships. The deck then is actually your character, and it all comes together incredibly well. 12 minutes as a game, it for sure divided audiences in opinion. You know, some loved it, some not so much. Others, they discussed the controversy surrounding it with some of the contained characters and ideas. It is an incredibly unique game though. Stuck in a time loop, you're celebrating with your wife, but things are not as they seem. A man breaks in, kills her in the process, but then all of a sudden things they reset. Basically, you're going to be stuck in a 12-minute loop. You need to uncover who this individual is, what they want, and how you can overcome this scenario and almost remove yourself from what we'll call a trap. It's a unique premise that has a ton of potential. It is going to be skill dependent when it comes to completion time. It definitely, requires some brain power, but capping it all off then is an incredible voice cast. That's going to be Willem Dafoe, Daisy Ridley, and James McAvoy. Elite Dangerous then is a massive loss for Game Pass. While it's incredibly complex, there is no doubt there's those out there with hundreds upon hundreds of hours sunk into this world. The times you see on this one as well, I would consider it a loose idea, as it's essentially a near endless game. A spaceflight simulation experience, so it's incredibly in-depth with its mechanics, and we're exploring a massive one-to-one Milky Way galaxy. It's all about simply piloting your ship, letting the adventure take you where it pleases. Start though with a small ship, build up that bank account and grow from there. Get into fights, explore planets. This for me, it's just way beyond what No Man's Sky even begins to offer, and in my opinion, it's the best space game out there. Fortunately, if you do want it, the physical, I actually found it incredibly cheap, so maybe head that way if you do have a disk drive. NBA 2K22, this is an easy one, the latest iteration for NBA from 2K, so a whole host of basketball, including, quick games, career, team management. It's not a game I've played, but no doubt fans for the sport, they may be disappointed. No doubt as well, this one, it's full of microtransactions, should you want to head that way. Always been impressed with the graphics with these, but that's about as deep as my knowledge gets. 2 Point Hospital then sees its time come to an end with Game Pass, but it somewhat makes sense given the fact they just added their latest release, that is Campus, to the service. For me, I wish we could keep both, as no doubt people, they gravitate to different areas that interest them when they look at these sims, but I'd definitely say check it out before it leaves. see what you think of it. If you do like the idea of the campus build as well, I do know we have a performance review of that one here on the channel. I'll be linking that in the pinned comment down below. The hospital edition, it was great though, tons of modes, locations, and where it really delivered for me was in its humour and the variety of illnesses and cures that you could implement. Maybe give it a quick go though, see if it's one for you, and potentially then, you know, pick it up or wait on a price drop. Myst, then, I haven't played in years now. I never did revisit this Xbox release personally, but it brings new features including accessibility options and graphical options, meaning you can tweak performance as you please. It was built from the ground up as well. It's not a simple remaster, rather think new art, sound, interactions, and even puzzle randomization. The idea though, learn what happened to this island, visit often stunning locations, and uncover your part in this story. It gets surreal and it tackles themes of family betrayal and the impact of the choices we do make. Not the longest of games of this one, but for sure also possible to get stuck because it somewhat depends on your skill at puzzle encounters. Spiritfarer then is our penultimate game today. I love this one, a relaxed adventure experience. It tasks you with taking on the role of the ferry master. You're basically preparing those in limbo for what is the afterlife. This is all about making these incredible individuals comfortable, completing quests on their behalf, and eventually saying goodbye. That is something that is a whole lot harder than it may sound because the writing here, it is absolutely exceptional. Match this then with a boat where you can actually build vertically homes and environments. You can explore islands, you have the ability to cook, fish and farm, and then yeah, you have all of these different animal friends. It's just incredibly well realized. I didn't expect to like this near as much as I did, but it absolutely delivered, and since release it's even received a free DLC as well. Hades then closes us out, and this is by far the biggest loss for Game Pass, given the huge amount of praise that surrounds it. It's an incredibly well-designed roguelike. You'll be battling your way out of hell while using a variety of weapons and upgrades. Between its incredible visual style though and its balanced gameplay, it is a must-play for everyone. We do have a performance video, in fact, here on the channel around the Series X build. You'll find that in the pinned comment down below. I know individuals here though with well over 100 hours of gameplay, and even my first complete run, it took me somewhere in the region of 25 hours. The boss encounters though are great stuff, and it will keep on giving you reasons to replay it. If you love it as well, I'd go ahead and treat myself to a copy that you own directly if you've always turned to Game Pass. It's definitely sad to see it go, but there's no question it's definitely worth its price. And that is the video down. Will you be checking any of these out before they do leave Game Pass? Let me know in the comments down below. With that then, like it, subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, Game Pass breakdowns weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.